start with Asthi Sharir. So, what is Asthi? Asyate iti Asthi. Asthi ek kathinaanshah dehe asmin. That means even if the whole body decays after death, the muscles, the subcutaneous fat, everything decays, but there is Asthi that remains for long duration, right? रस असृक मांस मेदो अस्थि मज्ज शुक्राणी धातव धारणात धातव. So what are the sub dhatu? They are, it is one of the seven dhatus. The sub dhatus are ras, rakt, mas, med, asthi, majja, and shukra. Right? The formation of asthi is explained through this shloka. Ras, rasadriftam, tato masam, masan medas, tato asthi cha. Asthano majja tat shukram, shukrat garbha prajayate. This is from Charak Chikitsa 15. What does it mean? The asthi dhatu gets produced from the mas dhatu, the sar ansh of the, med dhatu, right? The med dhatu becomes from the mas dhatu and the asthi dhatu becomes from the med dhatu, right? So there's an order, ras to rakt, then mas, then med, then asthi, right? So this is the whole formation. All right, let's move on. Formation of Asthi Dhatu as well as its nourishment is done by Med Dhatu. That is considered to be fat in some cases. Some cases it is also considered to be lipid compounds. In some places it is also found that it is correlated to the subcutaneous fat as well. All right, the skin and muscles get destroyed after some time, but the bones do not get destroyed since these are the essence of the body. The body structure is made up of bones. That's why these are not getting destroyed. They don't get destroyed after death. Asthi is a Pitraj Bhav. Yes, whenever we study Garbh Shari or the formation of different dhatus of the embryo of the fetus basically, then it is considered to be of Pitraj Bhav. We get our Asthi Dhatu from our father. Okay, so this is what is mean, and it is hard in nature. All the hard parts are known to be derived from the father, just like hair, Asthi, nak, so all these parts, right? Panch Bhautikatva. Sarvadravyam Panch Bhautikam Asminarthe. Every dravya is Panch Bhautik, but Prithvi is dominant, right? Because it has weight, it has stability, it has structure, it has mass, right? So it is known to be made up of Prithvi Dhatu predominantly. Dosh Adhishthan. So what's the Dosh Adhishthan? Vad Dosh. Whenever you see, this is the long bone, the head, the trochanter or the area where it is connected to the other bones, and this is the shaft, right? So what does what does it contain basically? There's bone marrow, right? Bone marrow is present in the sushir, hollow regions of asthi, right? But this bone marrow, when replaced by vat, like if we have low majja dhatu, then this bone marrow will be replaced by vat, and the Vata will cause a pathology over here, right? So, predominantly Vata. Also, you can correlate it by Gati, right? By Gati or movement. So, bones help in making joints, and then further joints help in the movement. So, we can relate it to Vata dosha, right? There's Ashray-Ashray relation. This is what I explained over here in Asthi and Vata. So, Asthi and Vata, there is Ashray-Ashray relation. They live in each other's house, basically. Asthi Dhatu, Mal. What are the wastes of Asthi Dhatu? They are nails and hairs. Essence of Asthi Dhatu is Majja. The Sar Bhag, the essence will form the next Dhatu, that is Majja. Ras, Rakt, Mas, Med, Asthi, Majja, Shukra in a chronological order. Asthi with Srotas Mool, Med and Jangha. Okay. So, where does the Srotas, the channels of Asthi remain? They lie in Med and Jangha, the thigh region you can think of, right? Asthi being hard, heavy, and compact, there's predominance of Prithvi Mabhut. It is the union of Prithvi, Agni, and Vayu, and gets its hardness by the process of cooking by Tej. That's why there's Agni involved. Vayu and Akash Mahabhut enter the bone and make some hollow space. Well understood, which I explained here as well, and which is filled by the unctuous part of the maize, right? This unctuous part of maize is called Majja. Like I already explained, the Ashrashri Bhav as well, which is present inside the long bones, whereas all other bones like small, flat, curved, they contain Saraktamed, red bone marrow. I hope it's clear. Okay, next joke is Sthul Asthishu Visheshen Majja Tva Abhyantar Ashrita. Majja Abhyantar Ashrita yani means Majja lies in the Sthul Asthishu, long bones. Visheshen predominantly. Alright. Then Athet Athetareshu Sarveshu Saraktam Meda Uchyate. The other ones means all the other ones, small, flat, and curved contain Sarak Med. This is what is explained in this shloka, right? Alright, let's move on. The function of Asthi. Asthini, De Dharanam, Majagya Pushti cha. It has two functions. The first function is Deh Dharan. It provides support to the body. The second function is Majja Pushti, provides nourishment to the bone marrow because it forms the essence of bone marrow, right? All right. It also gives a particular shape to the body by forming the skeleton. Since muscles get attached to the bones, veins and ligaments are supported by the bones. They do not either get broken or fall from their places. So all the body structure is due to the asthi. Protection of viscera, movement of the body. All right. So it protects the vital organs and helps in movement. The types of bones. This is a very important shlok. You should always learn it. Etani panchvidhani bhavanti. There are five types of bones. Panchvidhani, yani panchvid. Five types. तद्यथा Kapal, Ruchak, Tarun, Vale, Nalak, Sangyani. What are their sangyas? What are their names? Kapal, Ruchak, Kapalasthi, Ruchakasthi, Tarunasthi, Valasthi, and Nalakasthi. Now let us know more about them. The Kapalasthi are all the flat bones. Okay. Then the Ruchakasthi are the teeth. Tarunasthi are the soft parts. Cart Cartilages are also considered to be bones in Ayurveda. Valesthi are curved bones like ribs. Okay. Then Nalakasthi are long bones because they have channels in between. They have hollow space in between, right? So that is why they are known as this is the hollow space, this is the hollow space. So they are known as Nalakasthi. Kapalasthi. Tesham Janu Nitam Ans Gand Talu Shank Shira Sukapalani also needs to be learned. It is from Sushrut Sharir, chapter 5. Then we have Ruchakasthi. You can also read the examples from here. This shlok is important. The examples are, we can also read the other shlok. Kam nam shira tam palati iti kapalah. So almost all the skull bones come under Kapalastri because they are mostly flat bones. If you study them in parts, so like we have squamous part of temporal bone, frontal is also a flat bone, then occipital with some or the other differences. So we can understand it by this. Kam means shira, head. The bones which protect the head are said to be Kapalastri. The bones which are flat and broad are called Kapalastri. These bones are present in Janu, like patella, Nitamb, like the hip bones, ilium, ischium, and pubis. Ans, that is shoulder. Gand, cheek, zygomatic bone. Shoulder, we have scapula. Talu, we have palate. Shank, we have temporal region, the squamous part of temporal region, temporal bone. Shir, head, other bones. Janavasi is patella, Nitambasi hip bone, Ansphalanx scapula, Taluasti palate, the hard palate, the soft palate, Shira karoti skull. All right. So all these skull bones, Janu, Ans, Gand, they come under Kapalasti. Ruchakasti. Ruchakasti. Why the name is Ruchak? Ruchi means interest. So the bones which help in bringing interest to the food are Ruchakasti. So they are teeth. This also needs to be learned. Dashanastu Ruchakani. Teeth help in the process of mastication, chewing, and cutting of food, and also help to taste, basically. Hence, they are known as Ruchakasti. They increase our longing for food. All right. Tarunasthi. This also needs to be learned. Kran, Karn, Griva, Akshi, Kosheshu, Tarunani. This is the continuation of the same shlok from Etani Panchvidhani, right? You can learn it all by once. The bones which are soft and elastic, in nature are known as Tarunasthi. These are present at Dhran, nose. So all the cartilaginous parts, nose, karn, ear, griva, neck, and akshikosh, orbit of eye. These are all cartilages. Example, air pinna, costal cartilages with the ribs. They attach the trunk to the ribs, the sternum to the ribs. Nasal cartilages all come under Tarunasthi. Then Valyasthi, Parshva Prishtha Urah So Valyani, curved and irregular bones, right? They are known as Valyasthi. They are present at Parshva flanks, Prishtha back, Ura chest. So Parshvakasthi are the ribs and Kasheruk are the vertebrae. So all these are curved and irregular bones, right? Then we have Nalakasthi. So according to Sushrup, we have Nalakasthi as the last one. All the bones having a hollow channel. The shlok is not included over here, but if you want to write the full shlok, you can refer to Sushrup Sharir 5 and then complete the shlok of the Nalakasthi as well. Tubular and long bones, they are called Nalakasthi. These are long and having tubular hollow space inside them, which is filled with asthi macha. That's bone marrow. These types of bone are mainly present in limbs. Shank. Example, Pragandasthi, that is humerus, and Urvasthi, that is femur. Then we have another type of asthi. Somewhere else, it is mentioned elsewhere in this Vishud Samhita, that is Anuvasthi or Anvasthi. Generally, the smaller bones are known as Anu. Anu, the name suggests, Anu means small. So, such bones are found in Manibandh, that is wrist. You can understand carpals, tarsals, carpals, and tarsals. All right. Just as pisiform is the one of the smallest bones, right? Such bones are found in Manibandh wrist, Gulf ankle region, and oh, there's the example, carpals and tarsals, right? Carpals and tarsals. According to modern science, bones are classified as follows. So according to modern also, they have given the division flat bones like scapula and sternum, long bones, femur, humerus, short bones, tarsal carpals, irregular vertebrae, pneumatic bones, which are light, bones having air-filled spaces, example maxilla. Then we have sesamoid bones, which are small bones and tendons at the site of friction, example patella, and pisiform bone, the pea-sized bone, the carpals. Among the carpals, number of bones according to Charak 360. He may have included the soft tissues, the cartilages, and other tissues which are normally harder than the soft tissues. So that's why maybe he has counted 360. So you need to remember this. And according to Sushruta, it's 300. Then according to modern, it will be 206. Cause of difference in opinion, ancient method of counting bones differs greatly from the recent method. We have a huge amount of instruments and calculation techniques for a lot of things in science right now. But at that time, there were primitive methods like They used instruments like the bark of tree, making shapes out of them, the stems and all. So there were different ways of counting as well. So we can understand that the resources were different, so the results were a bit different, right? Inclusion of teeth and nails, which is not counted in recent method, right? Nails and teeth are also counted under Asthi in the ancient times, basically. Cartilages, right? Parts of one bone being counted separately, for example, counting ribs as 36 in each flank instead of 12, like whenever they bend, they count it as another bone. Or we can also think it as a hip bone having three parts or even more than that. So all these can be the reasons, right? Or presumed existence of bones due to generalization. Example, counting 15 bones in 5 toes and fingers, while there are actually 14 phalanges as big toe and thumb having only 2 phalanges. So maybe they're counting fingers, phalanges as 15. So all these things are just examples of why they have different opinions. Bones of extremities. So all these are classifications. Nak are 20, Pad Anguli 30, Pad Shilaka 10, Charak according to Acharya Charak. Charak Mat is in the opinion of Charak. Padadhishtan 2, Gulf they have considered 4, Parshni 2, Hastanguli 30 again. So these are similar. These are to be learnt together, right? These can be learnt together. That's why, that's how you'll not forget it. Hastashilaka 10, Hastadishtan 2, Manik 2, Antarjangasthi 2, Bahirjangasthi again 2, Janu Kapalika 2. Then we have Sushrutmat, Padanguli 30, same, Padtal 10. So Padshilaka and Padtal will be considered together here, can be learned together. Gulf 10, Parshni 2. Parshni are same, but Gulf are different. So maybe they have considered the calcaneum and other bones in Gulf, right? Hastanguli 30, Hastal 10, Hastanguli are same, Hastal and Hastashilaka, just like Patal, Pachilaka are same. Then we have Gurj, Manik 12, Antarjangasthi 2, same, Bahirjangasthi 2, again same, and Janu Kapalika again same, right? We already know about modern, there are 28 phalanges, 10 metatarsals, 15 tarsals, 28 phalanges, 10 carpals. These are lower limbs, these are upper limbs. Then carpals are 16, tibia 2, fibula 2, patella 2. Right? So they have just classified bones of limbs. Then Janu 2, Uru. This is according to Acharya Charak. Uru Vanalak 2, Antar Prakosthasthi 2, Bahir Prakosthasthi 2, Kurparasthi, Bahunalak Pragandasthi 2. So 128. They have counted like this. Urvasthi 2, Antar Prakosthasthi 2, same, Bahir Prakosthasthi 2, same, Kapurasthi 2, Pragandasthi 2. So all these are same. Similar but different names. Okay. Now we have femur 2, ulna 2, radius 2, humerus 2. Here they are 120, 120, and 128 in Charak, like, right? So these were the bones of extremities, upper and lower limb. Now we have table for bones of trunk region. So Shoni Falakar 2, here they have considered Shoni as 5 and hip bone is 2. Two hip bones, left and right, they are 2. Now Bhagasthi, they have considered 1. Gud Bhagnitam, they have considered 4 together, not considered in Adhunik, in modern. Trikasthi, not considered. Trik 1, sacrum 1. Anutrik, not considered. Coccyx 1. Prishthasthi 15, Prishthasthi 30. Vertebrae, thoracic and lumbar 17. Parshukasthi 24. They have considered it together. Prishtha and Parshvasthi. Then ribs we have 24. Parshukarbud 24, 72 and not considered. Parshuk Sthalak 24. That's why they have more number. They have considered a single bone as having 2 or 3 parts. So they are considered separately. Uruasthi 24, Uruasthi 8, sternum 1. Akshakasthi 2, clavicle 2. Ans 2, Ansphalak 2. Ansphalak 2, scapula 2. So they are 140, 120, 50. You just need to go through these and basically learn only this total. That will be helpful in the MCQ part. Like total in extremities according to the 3 different opinions and total asthia, total bones in trunk region according to Terex, Fisher and Morton. Then bones of head and neck, again, you just need to go through them. We already know about palate, temporal, nasal, ear sphenoid and other bones. So total will be 92, 60 and 36. So this table is very, very important, right? This you need to learn by heart. मेद मस्थावसा तृतीया मेदो धरा मेदो हि सर्वभूतानां उदरस्थम अणुअस्थेषु च महत्सु च मज्जा भक्ति. So they are talking about the Medodhara Kala, the membranes. They are numbered as third out of the 7 Saptakalas. Med is an anxious ghee-like dhatu. In the human being, it is found in abdomen and below the skin as subcutaneous fat or adipose tissue and also in the small bones. We already read that. Saraktamed, right? Then, स्थूलस्थेषु विशेषेण मज्जा त्व अभ्यन्तरश्रुतः अथेरेतु सर्वेषु सरक्तं मेद उच्यते. We read this shloka earlier as well. Especially big bones contain majja, small bones contain sarakta med. So majja is nothing but the anxious part present in the cavity of bone. Actually, med and majja are same, but because of difference in place. So small bones med, you can learn like med has less number of letters, so it is present in small bones. But majja has more number of letters, so it is present in larger bones, right? Different in place and specific function, they are termed as two separate dhatus. Red bone marrow and yellow bone marrow can be compared with Sarakmeed and Majja respectively. So yellow bone marrow can be known as Sarakmeed and the bone marrow. Wait. Sarakmeed means red. The red bone marrow can be compared to Sarakmeed and the yellow bone marrow can be compared to Majja, as the name suggests, and according to modern, if we look at it. The pure fat present in the muscle is known as vasa, the pure muscle fat. Okay, it is formed as upadhatu of mas dhatu. Masat vasa tvachshatja. Rasat stanyam striya raktam. You must have remembered. So that shlok. Masat vasa tvachshatja. So mas has updhatus as vasa and six types of skin according to Acharya Charya. Okay. So Majja, Praman of Majja is one Anjali, Praman of Med is two Anjali, maybe because it is present in all the small bones and then they'll be brought together. So Med will have more. Then Vasa, three Anjali because it is present subcutaneously as well. All right. It's the ending of chapter. Thank you so much.